personally to play someone that you know and also play one of the best my team players in the world?
I believe it's 100% better as a whole because, like, you're playing one of your main mans, like Lab and Wise, coming up to 250. Like, me and him were playing back and forth, even though he's off everybody.
And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparations. And
Kevin, thanks.
David, he is showing that maturity. Thanks for that report. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Young and Herter make up the back. Collins is out there with Tony Snell, and it's Capella in at the 5. And for the 76ers, Harrison and Embiid together in the middle. Simmons is out there with Seth Curry, and it's Green in at the 3. Now here's Simmons, and Harris wide open. He shoots, and it's off from three-point range. Collins finds Young. Inside, and the dunk by Capella.
You just can't leave anyone open around Young. He's very capable of spotting his uncovered teammates.
Here's Simmons, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more. You know how this goes, Clark. Some guys check the standings every morning. Others won't look at it at all. They'll try to avoid it. What was your approach?
Well, you know, we were struggling as a team during my time in the NBA with the Pacers, so I wasn't doing too much standing watching. But for those guys that are thinking about it, it varies. Individuals look at it differently. I would be a guy who wouldn't want to see it all the time. That's like getting on the scale every day. That wouldn't serve me too well.
And this is why Young is so dangerous. He just gets that shot off so fast before the defense can react.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Embiid. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Young against Simmons. Young looking around. 6 to shoot. To the paint. Here's Capella. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Philadelphia's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Simmons passes to him.
You guys know JoJo loves busting out these dunks. What an athlete.
And how about the defensive impact Embiid has on the floor? He's a great rim protector who can swipe an errant pass every so often.
Yeah, I agree with you, Greg. I mean, he's just so big. He's mammoth. I mean, he's not only tall and long, he's deep, too. He's a thick guy. So he's an excellent rim protector, discourages inside attempts at a high rate, clogs up the paint. That length is a huge asset. And then his foot movement, his agility for a guy of his size is pretty impressive, too.
That's to Curry. The 17-footer. And no good that time. So Atlanta will take it the other way. Their last encounter was in Atlanta.
Well, they coasted to the win in that one. Were dominant in the rebound department, and that was a huge factor.
And, you know, one of the things about winning the physical battle like they did in that game, it gives you a lot of confidence going into the next meeting. You know you can push this team around in the paint and win the physical battle.
A nice shot by Young.
Right there on display for you was Clint Capella's continuing growth offensively. Eyes up, ready to make the next pass before he got the ball.
Now here's Curry. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game.
A fantastic dunk. And he hangs around up there just for a little camera time.
Yeah, maybe he didn't want to land awkwardly. Who knows? But there he is, and we see it very clearly.
Either that, guys, or he wanted the photographers to get a good shot of it.
And stolen by Simmons. And now here comes Simmons leading the break. Embiid dishes to Curry. 76ers moving the ball around. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
A moment here to see the numbers for Curry. How last month turned out for him. Averaging about 11 points, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. And there isn't much to write home about with his numbers. I think he'd like to up his contribution.
Yeah, but you got to earn that chance. I mean, you get what you earn. His numbers are fine, but he's not going to get a lot more floor time unless he turns it up a notch.
Now, here's Okongwu. Rebounded by Howard. Milton in the corner. Pass to Howard. From outside the arc. Atlanta with the rebound. And there's the call on Howard. That's his first foul. Here's Rondo. And 1:01 left in the first. Gallinari right side. To the left wing. Here's Okongwu with the tip.
A phenomenal and tenacious defensive player. Howard good at using his athletic frame to put a little fear in opposing players.
For Philadelphia, they've gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. Here's Thibault. The 76ers again can't hit it. The Hawks leading. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Count that one.
You know, he's a bit of a rarity and maybe even a throwback when you look at Rondo and how being a smaller guard, he still is comfortable operating inside.
And the pass to Thibault. Pass to Korkmaz. Back to Thibault. Just 5 to shoot. Gallinari brings the double team. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. It's Atlanta. They lead by 3. And we spoke with Joel Embiid earlier. He hopes to set an example.
Being from Africa, at the end of the day.
Well said. Certainly, Greg Embiid puts himself front and center, willing to lead the cause on and off the floor.
And this is where his big personality helps. He has a larger-than-life quality that really just captivates people.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And what do you guys think about the Hawks here in this one?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, look at the energy, the effort defensively. They put it all out there in that opening quarter.
And so in the game for the Hawks, Okongwu is out there with Gallinari. And it's Rajon Rondo. Then it's Clint Capella. And it's Herter in at the 2 guard. We know how important the draft is, Greg. It can shape an organization. Talk about some of the best draft day deals of the last couple decades. There have been a lot of them.
Oh, there have been a few. I mean, just coming to mind here recently, how about when Kawhi was traded to the Spurs? That was a huge get. Go back
George
to how
Hill.
about Kobe going to the Lakers? McHale and Parrish coming to the Celtics. I mean, we've seen that happen quite a bit. And I tell you what, boy, it can really transform a franchise's future.
Tipped away. It's stolen by Milton. And here's the fast break. The shot goes down and he gets this game back to even. Milton's got his first 2 points.
It almost feels like 2 buckets coming off the steal like it did.
Here's Herter, defended by Milton. To the inside, Capella, and it's sent back by Howard.
And, you know, this is a definite strength of Howard's game. I think he's a rim protector of an elite level.
Now, here's Maxey. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And it's slammed in by Howard.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Patrol the offensive glass.
You know, that time I thought he did it with authority. Tremendous putback at a time when they really need it.
And there's the call on Matisse Thybulle. That's his first foul for the Hawks. Collins checked in for Clint Capella. Young is subbed in for Kevin Herter. Feeds it to Okongwu. Another shot. Outside Collins. The Hawks again can't hit. The 76ers have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter.
Nick Clark, how about the 20th pick back in that 2019 draft? Matisse Thybulle, fantastic defensive specialist who has an evolving offensive presence as well.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. His defense is really outstanding and NBA ready from the day he got into the league. He'll improve on offense. You know that. He'll work at it, and he'll get better. I think he has tremendous instincts on and off the ball. Great length and speed and athleticism. He's a terror defensively.
Milton finds Howard. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Pocket 6. Pass to Milton. The 76ers need to get off a shot. Howard can't hit.
And mark that one down right there. It's going to be a long time until we see him miss another one like that.
Here's Young. It's in. That's his third field goal of the game. He's 3 for 5.
Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
The 76ers trail. Maxey passes to Howard. Over Okongwu. The 76ers again can't hit it. Action gone 2 of 6 in the field in the second quarter so far. Rondo kicks to Young. The feed to Okongwu. Young in the corner. Back to Rondo. Here's the 3. Rebound by the 76ers. Howard's got 6 rebounds now in the game. The offensive rebound. Out to the right wing. The tray. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Howard's got it all tied up now for the 76ers.
There are not many better on the offensive glass than Howard. He's a flat-out beast, especially if you don't box him out.
Back to Rondo. Down low. Here's Okongwu. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
And the 76ers with a completely new group now. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Snell's checked in. And stolen by Okongwu. Snell dishes to Young. And the basket is good. Young's got 9.
Just make sure you keep getting him touches. I mean, you love what he's doing at the offensive end. Don't go away from him.
And stolen by Okongwu. Collins passes to Young. Off target from 3-point range. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, good to see you back here on our halftime. A competitive matchup for Atlanta in the first quarter. They didn't get more than a 1-possession lead.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Without question, Trae Young displaying his skills today.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. So on the floor for Philadelphia, Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Seth Curry is out there with Ben Simmons, and it's Green in at the 3 spot.
You know, it's the muscle and size of Embiid that allow him to score through contact.
You know, Greg, we can all agree that Joel Embiid's a superstar in the league with his play, but you get the feeling he's the most criticized superstar in the league right now as well.
You know, pundits and fans have questioned his fitness, his fit, but at the end of the day, he does get it done, and the numbers speak for themselves. Embiid's an outspoken guy, which can invite a lot of criticism.
To the middle, and they double up Embiid. Young with the steal. He kicks to Snell. Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Atlanta needs to get off a shot here. And stolen by Simmons. Green inside. And he banks in the layup. Green's got his first bucket in this one.
Yeah, you know, we all think of Green as a shooter, and he is. But he's capable of more than that. He scores in other ways, too. Sneaky athleticism.
Young dishes to Capella. That one, no good. Good D by Embiid. Harris passes to Simmons. Good, and Harris gets the assist. Simmons got his second bucket of the night.
So far, so good to begin this half. They're 3 for 3. Perfect.
Young outside. Dishes to Capella. Passes it to Herter. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Capella. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Boy, in a game this snug, you can ill afford to commit those kinds of turnovers.
For the Hawks, Gallinari comes in for Kevin Herter. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Trae Young. And a chance there to look back at the stunning mobile one block a moment ago.
And he's all over that shot. Has it read the whole way and gets the position he needs to make a play.
The slash ability of Simmons. Really creating havoc for the defense with his aggressive, cutting mentality.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Rondo finds Capella. Here's Gallinari. A second chance effort. Shot is good, and the 76ers lead is cut to just 1 point on the basket from Capella.
Boy, Capella doing a nice job being physical and getting those second chance buckets to go. Coaches love that.
Here's Embiid. Rebounded by Snell.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Greg, we know the names of the superstars, but there are players that are just under that category who probably should get a little more recognition.
Hey, Kevin, that's a great point, and I'm going to toot my alma mater's horn a little bit. Christian Wood's a guy that kind of
good one, yes.
Reminds me of that. He's kind of on the come up. How about Devontae Graham, the second rounder back in 2018, but he's showing to be an established young talent in this league, and there are many more guys like that, and they're going to have their opportunity to become household names.
Outside Rondo. The pass to Collins. 1:07 left in the third. Snell from outside. Rebound by Joel Embiid. Here's Philadelphia. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Simmons passes to Green. To the paint. Embiid inside, working on Collins. And the dunk by Embiid.
Well, you know, there's only so much you can do against Embiid, guys. I mean, he's such a terrifically skilled offensive player with great size. I mean, he plays pretty much through any kind of contact.
From deep, Gallinari. The Hawks again can't hit.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Green kicks to Embiid. 23 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. He's 4 for 6 from the field with that miss. The Hawks trail by 6. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
I'm sure his teammates love having a guy like Collins on the receiving end of those alley-oops. As fun an assist as you'll get.
Here's Curry. Buries it from about 10 feet away. Curry's got the lead up to 6 now for the 76ers.
Got himself into really good position there. Can't pass that shot up, guys.
And as it goes out of bounds, Atlanta able to keep the ball here.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
And we've reached the end of the third. 76ers on top as they wrap up the third quarter with a massive 16-6 run. Live from Philadelphia, you're watching 2K Sports. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Yeah, platinum level dime dropping there, fellas. Accurate and on time.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. On the court right now for the Hawks. Young and Herter make up the back. Tony Snell is out there with Gallinari. And it's Okongwu in at the 5 down low. Here's Maxey. Howard with it, and Young picks him up defensively. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Young. And now a look at the upcoming schedule for the 76ers. On Wednesday, they'll face off against Donovan Mitchell and the Utah Jazz. Then on Thursday, they'll begin a road trip starting in Chicago against the Bulls.
And for that game against the Spurs, that's going to be one where it would take a lot of errors and maybe a cold shooting night for things to go wrong. They just have that much of an advantage over that team.
A nice shot by Gallinari.
And with good height for a wing player, Gallinari gives defenders problems down low.
Philadelphia leading by 4. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Hilton the pass to Green. He dishes it to Embiid. Unloads. Nails the baby hook. Embiid's got the lead back up to 6 now for the 76ers. Young outside. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tyrese Maxey. That is his first foul of the game. And Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Tobias Harris. Korkmaz comes in for Danny Green. Seth Curry, he's checked in for Shake Milton. And it's Ben Simmons in for Maxey. Young with the ball. And it's Howard picking him up. And it's Gallinari missing.
Yeah, that's another miss for him. They're behind in this game largely because he shot so poorly.
Back to Embiid. Good work there as it goes. And now an 8-point 76ers lead.
And he is starting to turn it on now after that slow start. Young inside. Guarded by Simmons. It's good on the putback. Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they?
Yes, they can. They can't allow him to beat them to too many more of those.
Here's Korkmaz. Kept alive. Outside for Simmons. It's Curry outside. Howard. Pass to Embiid. Simmons on the wing. Curry outside. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got 3 assists tonight.
At the arc, Curry's so consistent. I mean, he'll knock it down every chance he gets from there.
Shoots the 3. Herter, no good.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
Pass to Korkmaz. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. The Hawks trail by 9. Out to Gallinari. It's Young on the wing. He's guarded by Howard from 13. And Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got his 6th rebound on the night. Curry on the wing. Takes the 3. Tries again. Howard finds Simmons. Here's Curry with the 3. Nailed from three-point land. Curry's got the lead up to 12 now for the 76ers.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for the 76ers.
At every opportunity, they managed to push the ball and keep the up-tempo game going.
I think it paid off, that's for sure.
And so this is going to end up as victory number 24 on the year.
And it's always a good feeling to take that second contest after you drop the first one. Just a big win to even things up here in their 4-game season series against the Hawks.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really really phenomenal all-around game for Joel Embiid.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
Here's Young, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Look, it's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Now they're playing with urgency. They could have done it much earlier before the game was out of reach.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Here's Curry, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. And the 76ers lead by 13. Young inside. And the rejection by Embiid.
Boy, supported by great vertical explosiveness, Embiid continues to dominate as a...
All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do.
Game in the My Team Unlimited tournament. Ty Debo, welcome to 2K TV once again.
Hey, thanks for having me. Always a pleasure.
All right, so last year you lost to Jinsanity. You come back with determination. You're a favorite in this tournament, and you had one tough road. Not only did you have to go through fierce competitors, but you had to go through people like defense to offense and even facing last year's champion, Jomar. So what was your feeling on this tournament?
What a gorgeous nighttime view. We are...
Hey, Kevin.
Thanks, DA. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Middleton in at the small forward position. And for the Hawks, Young and Herter make up the backcourt. Clint Capella is out there with John Collins. And it's Snell in at the 3. Now, here is Young. And above the rim play, always captivating, Steve. We should see a lot of that tonight.
And Kevin, I'm so excited. You know, I played under the rim, so to get a chance to watch guys play well above, I am getting my popcorn ready.
How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile 1 block?
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
Now here is Holiday. Not too proud of his numbers in that game against the Nuggets, that's for sure. Pass to Antetokounmpo. And Giannis throws it down.
So strong. Giannis has really added some bulk since entering the league. Helps him absorb the contact.
Here's Young. He picked up 18 points in their last win against the Heat in Miami. Snell dishes to Collins. Young against Holiday. Shot clock at 6. Here's Collins. That one a little long.
Can't fault the play call. Even though he couldn't convert, that's a good shot.
And the dunk by Giannis.
And guys, that's a sight we've become far too accustomed to seeing. Antetokounmpo throwing it down like it was just another day at the office. Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
So difficult to stay planted, especially with all the motion around you. Annoying turnover.
Now here is Holiday. He isn't playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. He's looking for Lopez and finds him. And the dunk by Lopez.
The underrated vision of Holiday. I like it when he's distributing, and I think his coach does as well.
Down low. Launches a 3. The Hawks again can't hit.
0 for 3 now in the early going. Just a little bit out of sync.
And Kevin Huerter, a young player and a big part of this team's future. He keeps trying to add to his game.
And the area I love that he's improved, I think the most and needs to, is his ball handling. Doesn't have to only look for shots outside. He can attack the rim. He's also is more willing to take the lead in transition and create for others.
And for a long time, Atlanta had been searching for a legitimate center. Seems like they found their guy in Clint Capella.
Yes, and Clint Capella is limited offensively, but that's not his job. What Clint Capella does do, he does very well. He's a terrific rebounder, and he will have a lot of room to finish at the rim, as he does with power.
The Hawks trail by 6. It's Young on the wing, beyond the arc. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
For Atlanta, they've gone 0 of 4, missing their first 4 field goals here. Drops in the layup for 2.
Just finding ways to score. Huerter can do it in the half court or in transition.
There's 1:54 left here in the first quarter. Antetokounmpo against Collins. Here's DiVincenzo. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And of course, we'd all like to see his percentage at the line improve, but he just does not have the touch right now. He's in the 60s.
Okongwu's checked in for the Hawks. Rondo comes in for Young. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. Torrey Craig comes in for Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. And up the court come the Bucks on the break. Second shot opportunity. And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Rondo passes to Capella. Okongwu tries it again. Outside for Rondo. This one for 3. It's rebounded by Portis. On offense, here are the Bucks. They're on a 14-4 run right now. Here's Connaughton, and he's good on the 3-ball. Connaughton's got 7.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
Play calling has been fantastic. They've been a step ahead of the defense since the opening tip.
Great initiative from Capella there, seeing an opportunity to score and getting the D to act.
Collins checked in for Okongwu. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. Passes it to Augustine. kicks it to Forbes. A 3-ball. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Capella's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Offensive rebound. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. 5 points in the game.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks going into the break with a 10-point lead. They're playing. We recently caught up with Drew Holiday, who talked about some
being able to go through adversity and come out stronger.
And Greg, you feel like that pressure never really got to Holiday.
One of the toughest guards in the league, mentally and physically. He's a machine that just keeps on coming, no matter the circumstances.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. When you consider how the Bucks are doing, what do you guys think?
Way to set the table. Offensively, they dominated on the interior.
They came in looking to attack from the get-go, willing to be physical and setting the tone.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. And so in the game for the Hawks, they've got Rajon Rondo. Collins is out there with Okongwu. Then there's Tony Snell, and it's Gallinari in at the 3, the small forward. Buries the long-range jumper.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Gallinari on the wing. The dish to Okongwu, and the shot goes in. Okongwu's now got his first points in this one.
Gallinari, very unselfish, draws a lot of defensive attention, which often leads to open teammates.
Augustine passes to Forbes for the 3. Right side, Portis. The basket is good. The assist from Augustine. Portis has got his first bucket of the night. Greg, I know you've played for some great coaches in your day. What is it that separates the truly elite coaches, in your opinion, from just coaches that are pretty good?
I think the one attribute that's most important for a great coach is consistency. And I've said this, you can coach a lot of different ways, you can win a lot of different ways, but you've got to be sincere and true to your principles and your philosophy. And those are the coaches, and I've had them that have done it different ways, but they've been the most successful. And listen, you've also at the professional level, you've got to have a presence about you. You got to have some charisma out there as well to get these men to buy in.
Augustine looking around. And Forbes has it in the corner. Here's Connaughton. 12 points for him. Pass to Portis. And that one's good from Connaughton. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Rondo. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
I really admire the fact that Rondo is not afraid to go down there in the paint from time to time.
Rondo against Augustine. There's the pass to Craig. He kicks it to Forbes. Here's Connaughton. It's deflected. Now, here's Okongwu. Defended by Portis. Collins dishes to Okongwu. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits. Okongwu's now got 6 points in the quarter. Pass to Forbes. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Augustine passes to Portis. And it's Connaughton atop the key. Here's Forbes. Rebound, Atlanta. They lost the last time they faced the Bucks. That one in Milwaukee.
Yeah, and looking back at their last game against this club, they were badly out-rebounded.
Here's Connaughton. Milwaukee, no good that time either. And it's Rondo with the ball for the Hawks. They trail by 9 points. They get to take on the Magic at Orlando after this one. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
Outside for Rondo. 29 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. And it's DJ Augustine with the foul. That's his first foul. So for the Hawks, Clint Capella, he's checked in for John Collins. Kevin Huerter comes in for Gallinari. And Trae Young subbed in for Rajon Rondo. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Brook Lopez is checked in for Bobby Portis. Giannis Antetokounmpo comes in for Torrey Craig. Chris Middleton's checked in for Brent Forbes. And it's Drew Holiday in for Augustine. Capella finds Young. Back to Capella, the 10-footer. And so it's Milwaukee. There. Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. And Shaq, you bestowed your Superman nickname on Giannis. And
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Bucks leading by 11, and on the floor for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo, and it's Lopez in at the 5, down low.
In the long strides of Antetokounmpo, once he gets downhill, there's almost no stopping.
Passes to Capella. Back to Young. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Young's got his first basket.
Unlike some great perimeter shooters, Trae Young is consistently probing for the best look.
Outside Holiday. But Trae, he can't get that one to fall. And it's the Hawks taking it the other way. Capella with it, and Holiday picks him up defensively. Young with no one around. No good with the triple. The Bucks shooting 48% from the field. Not bad at all. And Holiday kicks to Middleton. Offline with his 3. The Hawks trail by 11. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Passes like this demonstrate Snell's team-first approach. He's all about getting it to the open guys.
And out of New Mexico, Tony Snell has made himself into a capable long-range marksman.
Yes, he's a guy who plays within himself, GA, stays in his lane, and knocks down perimeter shots. He can do incredible things. He can also help you win by simply being reliable.
Here's Young. Basket counts. Young's got 4 this quarter.
Scouting report is be physical with Trae Young. And every night he finds ways to still make plays.
Here's Giannis. Rebound Atlanta. Capella's got 7 rebounds in the game. Now the Hawks moving it the other way. Huerter, no good. Bucks leading by 9. Middleton dishes to Antetokounmpo. Middleton up top. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Here's Lopez. He gets it in there.
Whatever drawbacks Lopez may have, scoring in the post isn't one of them. He is a nightmare for opposing defenses to deal with down low.
Here's Young. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That's on Brook Lopez. Greg, is a broadcaster, who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
Man, that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many other guys, you know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who was my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true.
Young passes to Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
Few people see the floor as well as Trey. If you're open, he'll find you.
Holiday against Young, and Holiday kicks to Middleton. Lays it up and banks it in. Middleton's got 4 points in the quarter.
And that was a big-time finish. Middleton with the strength now to get hit and still complete the play.
And there's the call on Giannis Antetokounmpo. That's his first foul. We've got 1:08 left here in the third quarter.
Right idea, wrong execution. They were looking to get a high percentage shot inside, but the pass was too late.
The Bucks making a switch here. Connaughton's checked in. 1:02 left to play here in the third. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And Okongwu slams it in.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock.
Definitely got to use the clock here and get the last shot.
But, you know, this is where your patience is tested. If you shoot too quickly, you give your opponent a chance to close out the quarter.
The kick out to Lopez. And so it's Milwaukee ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. And they're winning the tournament. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Execution. This is what you practice every day. These guys are professionals. Beautiful play.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Young and Herter make up the back. Gallinari is out there with Collins, and it's Capella in at the 5. So that's the Hawks 5. Portis, the pass to Middleton. Gets an open look and hits. Middleton's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Bucks. Young outside. They get it again. Capella kicks it to Young. Another shot. And Chris Middleton pulls it down.
I can see he's pressing a little now, trying desperately to help them shrink this deficit.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And the defense knows he's relentless. You have to try and match that intensity.
Middleton the pass to DiVincenzo. Keeps it alive and staying with the play, Middleton. And the Bucks lead by 16.
This is the consistency he was looking for in the first half. Just took him a while to heat up.
Feeds to Capella. Middleton coming off the assist from Young. Young's got his third assist on the night. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Pass to Middleton from the arc. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Capella's got 11 rebounds in the game. Herter, no good. And here's Middleton bringing it up now for the Milwaukee Bucks. To the inside. Here's Portis. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Already with a lot of muscle packed onto his frame, Bobby Portis able to finish through contact.
And the Hawks making a change here. Snell's checked in. Free throw good. Portis. And G.A. Chris Middleton over his career much improved on the defensive end.
A true two-way player. And I tell you, that 6'11" wingspan helps. Able to use that length to bother shots and disrupt passes. And this is the chemistry Capella has with his guys. Exceptional at feeling when to go for alley-oop.
Holiday. The pass to Lopez. Here's Middleton. Good for another field goal. Number 5 in the night. 5 for 10 shooting.
And with great positional size, Middleton knows how to do damage down low.
Shot by Young. The rebound by the Bucks.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Middleton on the wing. No good from outside.
Just not feeling it from beyond the arc. Sometimes that happens. He's trying to shoot his way out of it.
Young against Holiday. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Holiday.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Fantastic anticipation. He has active hands. Even though he doesn't come away with the turnover, he's disrupting their offensive flow.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Antetokounmpo's checked in.
And guys, when Capella's playing like this, it's an added bonus. Love seeing him catch fire.
Pass to Lopez. And here is Antetokounmpo. He's guarded by Collins. And the dunk by Giannis.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Reason why they've tightened up the vice grip a little more each time up the floor. We'll see if they can close this one out.
Young for 3. Rebound, Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo's got 5 rebounds tonight.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Bucks.
This is a game where the defense, steals specifically, generating a lot of opportunities.
And it created possessions for them, scoring opportunities, and that effort a big part of what will be a nice victory here tonight.
And so looking at their number, this will be win number 22 on the year.
And as we get set to put this one to bed, a one-sided season series thus far. They've won 2 straight. And you got to like that they found something positive here, something that maybe carry overs into the next game.
They put together some great possessions here at the end. It's a shame they could have used this run much earlier.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Especially during this last run, which ultimately put the game away.
Good on the triple.
He's calm, he's confident. Young has that it factor.
Milwaukee in total control. Holiday surveying the floor. For 3, Middleton. It's rebounded by Herter. Here's Atlanta. Inside, here's Young. Down low, here's Capella. The shot off that time. Good D by Lopez. Now here's Middleton. The 3. That shot is off. So no problem for Milwaukee as they get the win. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. That's a look at our settings tonight.
Hey, Kevin.
Very dangerous indeed. David, thanks. Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Joel Embiid out there with Scott.
Here we go.
Then it's Curry. Then it's Green. And it's Simmons in at the 1. And for the Bucks, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Middleton in at the 3 spot. Now here is Holiday. Real disappointing game for him in that loss to Denver. And there's the call on Giannis Antetokounmpo. That's his first foul. 2 terrific defenses tonight, Greg. They do it in a variety of ways. It's been hard for either team to score.
You know, strong on ball, in help, in transition, and both coaches doing such a great job of making the adjustments. And listen, the reality is defense still can be a factor in determining who wins and who loses.
And we're seeing it right before our eyes. Now here's Simmons following the miss by Brook Lopez. 6 on the shot clock. Tries to keep it alive. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green. Now DiVincenzo. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. The shot missing. And the 76ers go the other way with it. And this is the first season matchup for them against this Milwaukee team.
In this game, just the first of 4 meetings between these two. They'll get quite familiar with each other by season's end.
I look forward to seeing which team can dictate the style of play. I mean, that's going to set the tone for this entire series.
Now here's Curry following the shot by Drew Holiday.
And you talk about the perfect veteran wing player. Danny Green's right at the top of that list. Solid defense, good shooter, and plays within himself.
Now here's Middleton. 20 points for him last game against Denver.
And it was the little things, too. I mean, getting to the line, finding ways to get his points any way possible.
And I really marvel at the touch of Antetokounmpo for his size and physique. That's incredible.
Here's Embiid. He had a 24-point outing in their last game against Indiana.
Yeah, as good of a scorer as he was in that game, he was even a better passer. A lot of assists for him.
Kicks it out to Giannis. And he comes up with the deuce. Giannis has got his second bucket tonight. And Greg, the experiences that Danny Green has had over the course of his terrific career, it's hard to match.
I mean, he's won multiple titles in his career, done so in different places with different types of teams. He's seen it all and knows what it takes to succeed.
Well, he doesn't play around. If the bucket's there for him, he's going to get it.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. And here is DiVincenzo. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Knocked away and stolen by Scott. Curry against Holiday. Scott the pass to Embiid. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And this is a testament to the concentration Embiid possesses. I mean, he's able to finish despite getting bodied up.
Antetokounmpo looking it over. And the dunk by Giannis.
I tell you what, he's better. Watch out, fellas. He is on fire here today.
And Simmons has got the ball here for the 76ers. Passes it to Embiid. On the wing, Green. Back to Embiid. Scott kicks to Green. It's good from long range.
Oh, man, what's impressive about Green is for his career, he's shooting well over 40% from beyond the arc. Outstanding.
Now here's Giannis. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against Denver.
Yeah, but he was the ultimate two-way player. Defensively, also doing a great job. Couple blocks in that game as well.
And you know that's going to be goaltending, guys, so that's a free basket right there.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Augustine comes in for Drew Holiday. And Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Howard's checked in for Embiid. Tobias Harris comes in for Mike Scott. Korkmaz, he's checked in for Danny Green. And it's Shake Milton in for Curry. Now here's Howard. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
This is what a point guard should do. Simmons is so adept at noticing when the defense is overcommitted.
Here's Giannis. It's stolen. And here comes Harris, leading the fast break. Korkmaz passes to Harris. Here's Milton. And the three off target. Bucks trail by 5. And there's the pass to Connaughton. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. So the wing on the left. And Augustine kicks to Antetokounmpo. Here's Middleton. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Did you see the no-look pass by Harris right there? I mean, he's a wing that knows how to move the ball.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. 76ers ahead. And chatting earlier with Ben Simmons, he addressed this.
For me, it comes with.
And with social media now, Greg, blocking out the noise has become for these players even harder.
I mean, truth is, people like to criticize others. We should be celebrating what Simmons has accomplished at a very young age.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And guys, what's your take so far in Philadelphia?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. If you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the court for the Bucks, we've got DJ Augustine, and it's Portis in at the pivot spot manning the middle. Augustine passes to Connaughton. To the inside, Portis, and he gets the bucket. Portis has got his first points of the game.
This speaks to how strong Portis is. It's obvious he enjoys showing off that muscle.
To the middle. Here's Milton. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
To the left side wing. Here's Forbes, and there's the foul. It's on Bobby Portis. That is his first foul of the game.
And he drew that call by establishing his base early and then doing a great job with the box out.
Yeah, that's how you do it. Carves out position, holds his ground, makes it an easy call for the ref.
Now here's Thibault. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Just 5 to shoot. Harris with it. Picked up by Portis. Right wing. Here's Korkmaz. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
Even for a player who's not a three-point specialist, I mean, that's a shot you got to knock down.
To the paint. Here's Portis. He kicks it to Forbes. Tries again. Korkmaz grabs the miss. Philadelphia leading by 9. Greg, I think of you in a New York Knicks uniform, legendary arena you played in. What was that experience like?
Kevin, intense. I remember the first time I suited up in a preseason game. We played the Dallas Mavericks. Both teams went up and down the court 3 times and nobody scored, and the fans started booing. And that's when I knew this is a little bit different. You better bring your A game.
And thicker skin, correct?
That too, yeah. And fortunately, there was no social media or internet back then. Goodness gracious.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Holiday in for Augustine.
A little surprised he took the jump shot with nobody around him. He could have attacked the basket.
And Seth Curry is going to pick up a foul. That's his first foul. A different look for Milwaukee. Brook Lopez is checked in for Bobby Portis. Giannis comes in for Torrey Craig. And Middleton subbed in for Bryn Forbes. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Simmons checked in for Matisse Thybulle. Bucks trail by 8. Middleton for 3. Milwaukee, no good that time either. For Philadelphia, they've gone 1 of 6 from the field in the second quarter. It's been a rough period so far. And Simmons slams it in.
That's the savvy veteran Green. He's able to spot when his teammates aren't being covered. That's a nice read right there.
Here's Antetokounmpo, and Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Simmons passes to Embiid. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. And Giannis pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Middleton up top. Bucks passing it around. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. No good with the triple. And it's Brook Lopez with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
Yeah, I felt like they attacked, but with a purpose. They knew what they wanted to accomplish coming in.
Aggressiveness is everything, and they certainly played with a ton of it to get that win.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Well, come on, guys. Someone has to rotate over. Defensively, that's just poor communication.
DiVincenzo against Curry. And stolen by Simmons. Now the 76ers on the break. Embiid leading the charge. A shot, no good. So Milwaukee will take it the other way. And Simmons kicks to Embiid. Outside Curry. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Bucks trail by 10. There's the lob. Antetokounmpo hammers the alley-oop through.
And if you're looking to make a big play with the pass, you've got to love Giannis. He's a big target on those alley-oop lobs.
And Simmons kicks to Embiid. Outside Curry. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball. And Joel Embiid, the mega-talented center. He'll get into... And that does it for our...
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
Yeah, the offense looks crisp, and guys are hitting their shots.
And so in the game for the 76ers, we've got Joel Embiid. Simmons is out there with Seth Curry. Then it's Mike Scott, and it's Green in at the small forward position. Antetokounmpo with the ball. Now guarded by Simmons. Tips it, and Embiid pulls it down. The 76ers leading by 8. Here's Curry, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Curry's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there.
Shots good by Middleton.
And with great positional size, Middleton knows how to do damage down low.
And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Embiid, the pass to Curry. Simmons left side. Pass to Scott. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. And Holiday kicks to DiVincenzo. Antetokounmpo against Simmons. Now here's DiVincenzo. Defense right on him, and the whistle blows, and it's going to be an over-the-back call here.
Well, he thought he could slip by there and grab the board, but got too much body and gets called for going over the back.
Well, I see what he was going for. It was a gamble on his part, but then you've got to live with the results.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. Korkmaz passes to Milton. Now Thibault. 6 to shoot. Here's Korkmaz. Yep, it counts. Korkmaz has got the lead up to 10 now for the 76ers. For Milwaukee, they've gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half.
And Korkmaz, the Turkish guard, taken at the end of the first round in 2016. Spent a year overseas before joining the NBA and didn't play much early on. But last season he showed he's a starting caliber player.
Here's Craig. Korkmaz grabs the miss.
It's still early, but a 1-for-4 start to the half, that's a bad sign if you ask me. If they've got a can't-miss play, now's the time to break the glass and pull it out.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And the Bucks making a change here. Antetokounmpo's checked in. Here's Poirier. Second chance shot. Howard, good. Howard's got 6.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And with Korkmaz standing 6'7", Greg, there's a lot to like.
And his size can be a huge advantage in certain matchups, Kevin. Great wingspan, also lets him grab a fair amount of steals. Has worked hard to get where he is and still showing room to grow.
On the wing, Milton. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game. And that one's good. Korkmaz.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, these days, so much emphasis on the perimeter game, but you can see why after that sequence.
Connaughton passes to Portis. A second chance effort. Got a piece of it. And they get it back. Giannis kicks to Forbes. Here's Antetokounmpo, and the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And we talk about Antetokounmpo's all-around skills, and tonight it's been about the scoring. He's put this offense on his back.
Thibault, the pass to Poirier. Back to Thibault. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Pass to Korkmaz. Passes it to Milton. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Brook Lopez is checked in for Portis. Chris Middleton comes in for Torrey Craig. Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Holiday in for Bryn Forbes. Harris is checked in for Philadelphia.
In the long strides of Antetokounmpo, once he gets downhill, there's almost no stopping.
Feeds to Howard. Lopez with the block. Collects the two-pointer near the hoop. Howard's got 4 this quarter.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
And Holiday kicks to DiVincenzo. Now here is Holiday, defended by Milton. Shot is good, and the 76ers lead is cut back down to 8 after they get the basket from Holiday. Thibault, the pass to Howard, and Howard with the stuff.
Love the aggressive mind state. Howard showing how authoritative he is inside.
He got it up, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's Philadelphia. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Oh, beautiful feed. Always a luxury to have a big man who can see the whole floor.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Lopez in at the center filling out the middle. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. Outside Curry. To the middle. Here's Howard. DiVincenzo with the rebound.
I don't think the D does good enough here, but something causes the miss.
Bucks trail by 8. Holiday with it. The pass to DiVincenzo. Giannis against Simmons. Giannis dishes to Middleton. Can't connect from 13 feet out. One thing we've seen from these guys is excellent passing.
No doubt about it. It's fun to watch the way they're operating as a team right now. They are all in sync.
Ben Simmons gets the bucket.
I mean, at almost 7 feet tall, Simmons is hard to contain. The defense has to push him farther away.
On the wing, DiVincenzo. Back to Holiday. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Clock at 6. Kicks it down to Middleton. And here's Antetokounmpo outside. Three-pointer, and they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Down the stretch of last season, Greg, we saw some teams resting healthy players, even ones out of the playoff hunt. And they got fined. But is the amount, which I think is about $25,000, is that enough to discourage that tactic?
You know, I don't think it is. Not when team revenues are measured in the hundreds of millions. You got to do more to keep them honest, but by the same token, you know, if I got $200 million invested in the guy, I want to protect my investment. And so if I can rest them here or there and prolong their career, I think my organization's all the better for it.
And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for the 76ers. That shot, no good. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo. Green against Middleton. Green, the pass to Simmons. Lets the 3 fly. Offensive rebound. Howard dishes to Embiid over Lopez. And there's Embiid. That's good on the assist by Howard. And the 76ers lead by 10. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Giannis kicks to Lopez. Giannis against Simmons. It's Giannis with the drive. And it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here. And the Bucks making a change here. Connaughton's checked in. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Scott's checked in. And it's Brook Lopez with the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Just got a little ahead of himself going for that rebound and gets whistled for the over-the-back.
We see this a lot. The ball looks so good coming your way. It's hard to resist reaching over.
Simmons passes to Curry. A minute 50 left to play here in the fourth. It's Scott on the wing. No good off the back of the rim.
It isn't the D that causes that miss. That's just a loss of concentration.
Back to Antetokounmpo. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Goes up with it. Milwaukee, no good that time either. And it's Brook Lopez with the foul. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. And some changes here for the 76ers. Tobias Harris is checked in for Green. And Matisse Thybulle subbed in for Curry. Here's the three. Thybulle can't get it to go. Bucks trail by 10. Here's DiVincenzo. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
And I tell you, Antetokounmpo's evolved into one of the better passing forwards in our league. And when the defense is focused on you that much, you need to be able to find the open man.
And Simmons slams it in.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces, as it appears it'll be a nice win here for Philadelphia.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And so this is going to end up as victory number 24 on the year.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And as one might have guessed coming into this game, it was indeed another big game tonight for Ben Simmons.
Every time there was a big possession or a big play, he was a major contributor. Just a great all-around game.
Chris Middleton's checked in for Pat Connaughton. For three, Middleton. Ben Simmons with the rebound. And now the fast break, Embiid with the ball. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Another miss by Philadelphia.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
No, you're right. He'd take that 10 out of 10 times. He's not going to miss many of those.
Harris finds Embiid. Rebound, Milwaukee. Middleton for three. He shoots again. So it's the 76ers winning this one easy. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to...
Which card would you say?
The Hawks on their way to the locker room earlier, hoping to send and taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Danilo Gallinari.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
A look at the 76ers starting group. Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Ben Simmons is out there with Curry, and it's Green in at the 3. And for the Hawks, Young and Herter make up the back. Tony Snell is out there with Collins, and it's Capella in at the 5 spot.
And Bones, with that Clint Capella trade last year to the Hawks, a bit of a surprise to many, but the Hawks were able to land a young and talented center.
And maybe GA the perfect fit for how it is that they're
Look at that. Yeah, whenever Simmons gets a chance to show off his insane jumping skills, he seizes it.
Young taking his time here. Pass to Capella from the low block. Good as the jump shot falls.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
Outside Curry. Pass to Simmons. From down in the low post, it goes.
And this is how Simmons puts up points. He challenges you close at the rim more often than not, having the physical advantage.
Young against Simmons. Pass to Snell. To the inside. Here's Capella. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
A big who lives inside. Capella knows he's a center. He knows he makes his living off scoring close in against that good D.
From 11 feet away, and the 76ers tack on 2 more.
Almost perfect in the game to start, 3 of 4.
For Atlanta, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Young drives in. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Now, they can't miss. 4 for 4 and warming up the burners.
Young against Simmons. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Trae Young.
And sometimes you have no chance at stopping Simmons from the interior. Just a very skilled player who gets these calls routinely.
Atlanta making a switch here. Gallinari's checked in. Greg, how hard is it to maintain focus this time of year when you know you're on a championship contending team?
You know, some of that I think depends on the leadership you have in your locker room. Certain guys just keep everybody engaged and motivated. And you know what? You've got to break the season down into chapters to help yourself with the motivation, because sometimes that season can be so long and it's hard to stay focused in the present when you start thinking about the postseason.
I agree. Young passes to Capella. Rebound by the 76ers.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Harris kicks to Simmons. Over Young. And again, it's Philadelphia.
I mean, the stroke looks good. He's moving well out there. What a sensational start to this game. Perfect from the field.
Young inside. Simmons is there. Here's Herter. He had 16 points in the win against Miami.
As a big, once you get positioned inside, it allows you to fight and come away with a lot of tough boards.
So for the Hawks, Okongwu's checked in for Clint Capella. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Trae Young. Then for the 76ers, Korkmaz, he's checked in for Green. Shake Milton comes in for Seth Curry. And Maxey subbed in for Simmons. Here's Herter, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Kevin Herter's favorite player growing up was Dwayne Wade, and that's why he wears the number 3.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Howard's checked in for Embiid, and Matisse Thybulle subbed in for Harris. The 76ers leading. Down low, Howard, and it's Howard finishing it off.
And no answer for Dwight Howard that deep inside the paint, always looking to throw it down.
Over to the wing. Here's Okongwu. Outside for Rondo. Shot clock at 6. And stolen by Howard. And up the floor again, the 76ers running the floor. Here's Milton. Off target from outside. Looking at Philadelphia, they took the win in their last game against the Pacers. Gallinari on the wing. 24 seconds left to play here in the first. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Solid shot from Gallo. He knows he has a mismatch down inside. Sinks the shot.
Maxey passes to Howard. Inside. Here's Korkmaz. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Here's Rondo. Banked in off the glass.
Can't guard Rondo lightly. Even from inside, he's capable of finding a way to get to a shooting window and score.
And so it's Ben Simmons making highlight. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. What stands out to you guys from the 76ers in this one?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, you don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
So to begin the second quarter for the Philadelphia 76ers, They've got Shake Milton. Matisse Thybulle's out there with Maxey. Then there's Howard. And it's Korkmaz at the 4-man position.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. Here's Howard. It doesn't go for him. So the Hawks will take it the other way. It's a victory here for the home team last time these guys met.
Not a close contest either. The last time they got together, everyone in the rotation played solid, and the bench was the difference.
Well, the second unit came in last game and just played lights out basketball. I'm sure they'd like to do that again.
Left side Rondo. There's the pass to Okongwu. Gallinari, great positioning on the putback. Gallinari's got the lead up to 3 now for the Hawks.
And Kevin, they've dialed up their activity this quarter. We're seeing them convert a lot of those second chance opportunities.
Here's Thybulle. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
I just think that's trouble. You're gonna let that guy shoot layups. You're asking for it.
And going back to when he turned pro at just 16 years of age, Gallinari has proven to be one of the best players ever from Italy.
And you think about his final year in Milano and just how highly efficient he was, first in the league's ratings overall. 6th pick, going from Italy to New York City, and the fans had no idea what they were getting, but Gallinari eventually dealt in the Carmelo deal, and his career, although it's been multiple stops, has been pretty exemplary.
Now here's Rondo from the baseline. Almost, but it rolls out.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money, so when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
Howard kicks to Korkmaz. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. And so it's Rondo bringing it up for the Hawks. They come in fresh off the win against the Heat.
Yeah, and with most of the arena against them, they just banded together and trusted one another to make the right play.
Yeah, and in that game, it turned into a massive scoring night. It wasn't so much about the game plan as it was establishing early confidence to get that win.
The Hawks leading by 3. Outside Rondo passes to Okongwu. Outside for Rondo. He dishes it to Okongwu. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. 7-6 ball. And now let's turn to the 2K leaderboard for a look at the squads that have the most points in transition over the past 10 games. The 76ers number 1.
I mean, tough to maintain this kind of pace over an entire season. But let me tell you, they are really running right now.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Clint Capella comes in for Collins. And Trae Young subbed in for Rajon Rondo. Scotty's checked in for Philadelphia. The 76ers have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far.
And really, the form at the line all season has been terrific. 79% as a team.
Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for the Hawks. Young from deep three-point range. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
This is Trae Young's specialty. He's just going to stretch out the defense.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Now, here's Thybulle. Defense is right there. Milton the pass to Howard. And Capella sends it back.
Opponents have to be careful when Capella is in the area. What an impressive display of timing.
Snell kicks to Gallinari. Back to Snell. And stolen by Howard. There's 48 seconds left in the first half. And that one, good. Howard's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Yeah, I don't know how many times even Dwight Howard feels the contact down there, but it happens often. He converts despite it.
Here's Young. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
You too.
Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
and read the play perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
And here are the 76ers now. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Maxey passes to Thibault. Gallinari with the steal. Feeds it to Capella. Gallinari right side. Back to Young. Two points. That one goes. Young's got the lead up to 5 now for Atlanta.
Great to watch Trae Young set plays up on a nightly basis.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
We welcome a competitive matchup for Atlanta in the first quarter. Some good action during the period as it was. And
we've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Ben Simmons really making a difference here.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half, just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. And so in the game for the Hawks, Young and Herter make up the backcourt. Clint Capella is out there with John Collins, and it's Snell in at the small forward. Young against Simmons. Greg, how special was it for you that you had your number 50 retired at UNLV?
You know, that's something I can honestly say. As a kid, you dream about a lot of things. Winning, you know, playing at the highest levels. That's something I never really fathomed, is to have your jersey hanging up in an arena. That was a surreal moment, a really cool moment, and it was awesome to be able to share it with my family and friends.
And people probably don't know that you grew up in Las Vegas, so it was probably doubly special, wasn't it?
Exactly. Born and raised.
Embiid finds Curry. No good. That would have tied it.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Young outside. Dishes it to Capella. 6 on the shot clock. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Simmons. And a chance here to check out some stats for Trae Young.
And guys, for a measure of how he's performing offensively, look no further than the true shooting percentage. There's been a steady drop in his last 5 games, and he's got to be scrambling now to get that feel back.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Okongwu's checked in for John Collins. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Young.
And how about Embiid putting the versatility on full display? How many other bigs can do that?
Capella, it's hauled in by the 76ers.
It's not his best night from the field, but looking for other ways and finding them so he can chip in.
That one is good from Joel Embiid.
And check out Embiid's athleticism. Just because he's big doesn't mean he can't move.
Rondo passes to Okongwu. Kicks it to Snell. And stolen by Simmons. And here comes Harris leading the fast break. Curry wide open. Good. And Harris gets the assist. Now it's a 4-point 76ers lead.
And what a factor Ben Simmons is on the floor. He does so much for this team in every facet of the game. He's a triple-double threat whenever he suits up.
Rondo passes to Herter. Now the feed to Okongwu.
You got to keep the ball moving, and that time Herter's pass leads to an open look.
Philadelphia's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. To the inside. Here's Simmons. Harris trying to get free. Simmons can't get it to go. And sometimes people forget just how young Ben Simmons is, Greg. This is just the beginning for him.
I mean, and that's what fans are missing about Simmons, his age. I mean, you can worry about his shot, but he has a long time to figure it out. He could end up having a Jason Kidd type of a career where he becomes a solid shooter later on. They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
And Simmons has got the ball here for the Philadelphia 76ers. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Harris looking it over. Back to Simmons. Clock at 6. Philadelphia needs to get a shot off. Harris's shot is off. For Atlanta, they've gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. Rondo with it. Now Green defending. Here's Snell. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. The Atlanta making some changes. John Collins, he's checked in for Okongwu. Molinari comes in for Kevin Huerter. And Trae Young subbed in for Rajon Rondo. Now, here's Maxey, defended by Young, and Capella sends it back. Howard, the pass to Maxey, goes back up. It's not going to go for him. Good work defensively by Capella. Young finds Capella, outside Collins. The kick out to Young. Pass to Capella. Young outside. The Hawks need to get off the shot here. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Got it off in time. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. On the court for Philadelphia to start the fourth, Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Maxey out there with Shake Milton. And it's Korkmaz in the small forward position. Young. It falls for his 5th field goal tonight. Now shooting 5 for 8.
You just can't take Trae Young lightly from anywhere on the floor. These kind of shots will help him get into a rhythm.
Milton with it. Now guarded by Gallinari. Now Milton. 6 to shoot. Here's Embiid. The bucket is good. He'll have a chance for... And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to a challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double-checking, and the game continues on.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, Lloyd Pierce talked with his team during that last time out. He really got after him in the huddle. He said, look, you can rest after the game. You got to put it all out there if you want to win this one. Back to you guys.
Simmons on the wing. It's stolen by Capella. Gallinari against Harris. And Gallinari kicks to Young. To the middle, here's Collins. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. And the Hawks lead by 1.
Well, even under the pressure right there, Collins has a really solid base and good mechanics. And a nice job on that shot.
Simmons passes to Embiid. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Capella's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Collins finds Gallinari. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Harris outside. And slam dunk by Harris.
A little combination of size and speed of Tobias Harris. When he gets going, hard to stop.
Young, right side. The shot's good. We can expect a dramatic end to this one.
Yeah, no quit by either side, guys. Neither team willing to give any ground.
And Simmons kicks to Embiid. No good that time. And so it's Young who brings it up for the Atlanta Hawks. It's a 1-point game. The dish to Capella. Pass to Gallinari. Back to Capella. Pulls up. Out left to the wing. Here's Herter. Defended by Milton. And the jump by Capella.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
Here's Simmons. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Capella's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Lets it go with a 3. And Herter gets it to go. Herter's got the lead up to 6 now for Atlanta.
Good at getting into a rhythm and riding these kind of shots to establish his offensive confidence as Kevin Herter.
Young against Simmons. Stolen by Collins. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the 4th quarter. Young against Harris. Young passes to Herter. Just 4 to shoot. Pulls up on the elbow and misses it off the right side of the rim. The 76ers trail by 6. Down low. Out to Harris. Here's Simmons. Good! And now they trail by just 4.
Yeah, just great. Whenever Simmons takes over a possession like that, what a killer instinct.
There's 42 seconds left in the 4th. Young against Simmons. Outside Collins. Capella inside. Second chance shot. Young against Simmons. Out to the wing. Here's Herter. And here's Young from the arc. And as it goes out of bounds, Atlanta able to keep the ball here. Collins with it. And there's the pass to Young. And so the big win by Atlanta in a tight game. All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
start with you, Ty. Who's the bigger trash talker between you two? Because I know you guys have faced off before in the past.
I don't even think it's close, man. I think Splash got the trash talking, man.
I believe it.
A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Danilo Gallinari.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Young and Herter make up the backcourt. Clint Capella is out there with Collins, and it's Snell in at the small forward. And for the Bucks, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the 5. And it's Capella missing.
You know, growing up in Greece, Giannis Antetokounmpo was so poor, he and his older brother, Thanasis, had to share a pair of tennis shoes. I mean, how about how far he's come since then? Now he's the first foreign-born player ever with his own Nike signature shoe.
And the layup's good off the glass.
Boy, Capella's so special. Great strength, good focus, especially when he's being defended like that. That's good work there.
Now here's Giannis. He had 27 points last game. Now the pass to Middleton. And again, the Bucks miss.
And Clark, they say back in Greece, all of Giannis's basketball shoes were hand-me-downs from his teammates.
Greg, nothing like not having enough to drive you to get more. I mean, clearly, you think about Giannis and his background and where he is now, he and Thanasis oftentimes would take turns playing in the game, swapping the same pair of shoes. Those days are long behind both of them.
I mean, if the defender is going to play off like that, then you know what's going to happen. There are going to be points put on the board.
To the paint, here's Collins. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the miss.
It does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
And it's out of bounds. Well, they say it was last touched by DiVincenzo.
You know, that's just sloppy basketball, giving away a possession. No real reason for that turnover.
The Hawks have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Holiday against Young. Pass to Snell. Shot clock at 6. Back to Young. The Hawks need to get off the shot here. And the dunk by Capella.
No defense going to stop that throwdown by Capella right there.
Here's Antetokounmpo, and Giannis throws it down.
I tell you what, you better watch out, fellas. He is on fire here today.
And we all know what can happen when he gets rolling. A hot start can turn into an explosive scoring night.
And it's good for 2. I know you appreciate this, Greg. So much of defense now is closing out on the three-point shooting and then protecting the rim. Consequently, pull-up jump shooters are super valuable. And there are a lot of good ones in the NBA right now.
No doubt about it. And Kevin, you know, you think about a few guys. James Harden, I mean, he shoots that step-back three, but he's a guy that, because of his ability to utilize your inability to defend that three-pointer, Kyrie, Dame Lillard, those are some guys. Chris Paul still as good as anybody in that mid-range area. CJ McCollum. These are guys that have really feasted and carved out a nice niche for themselves in the NBA because of that ability to take and make jump shots.
And I love that list. You're right on.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Here's Craig. Here's Connaughton. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. And so it's Rondo bringing it up for the Atlanta Hawks. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game. Great adjustments on the offensive end.
Well, it's really hard to stop them when they're in a groove offensively, and they were in a comfort zone all game long in that one.
Here's Capella. Gallinari making his last shot. Capella kicks to Rondo. 1:03 left in the first quarter. Bucks trail by 4. And up the court come the Bucks on the break. Here's Connaughton. Pass to Forbes. Takes the 3. No good on that one. So Atlanta will take it the other way. And now here comes Okongwu leading the break.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Yeah, it is unfortunate, embarrassing. He just lost his concentration for a split second, and that's all it took.
DJ Augustine's checked in for Milwaukee. The Hawks leading by 4. Outside Rondo to the middle, trying to find Capella, gets it to him. Back to Rondo. And the layup falls.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
Here's Craig. No points in the game yet for him. Count the basket.
You know, that kind of unselfishness, guys, from Augustine is really infectious, especially when it's coming from your point guard.
Now here's Rondo. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And it looks like they are going to review the play. The question, did he get the basket off in time?
And now that we've gotten a chance to see it in slow-mo, I think the ruling.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Hawks lead by 4. And we'll get going after this from Milwaukee.
Definitely the game will slow down a lot for me.
Well, Greg, that might be why they put up so many points. They all know the roles. They've got the right recipe for everything they want to do on offense.
Yeah, his awareness plus unselfishness puts defenders in a no-win situation.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Hawks.
They pounded the ball inside in the first half, forcing the D to collapse, and that frees up the shooters going forward.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnover.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court right now for the Hawks. Okongwu is out there with Collins. That's Rajon Rondo. Then there's Gallinari. And it's Herter in at the shooting guard.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
You know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Connaughton passes to Portis. Back to Connaughton. Rocket 6. Second shot opportunity. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on Gallinari.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup. Give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Giannis, he's checked in for Torrey Craig. Chris Middleton comes in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Bryn Forbes.
Middleton is simply a very versatile and dangerous offensive player. He's clever at using the pull-up jumper in the right spots to balance out his shot-making repertoire.
And to Antetokounmpo. They now take the lead. Giannis has got 6. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Milwaukee.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight, and that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
And Clark, although he's not the force he once was on the floor, Rajon Rondo still can give you strong minutes in bursts.
Greg, I tell you what, I love watching this guy work. I know his double-digit assist days are long in his rearview mirror, but this dude still knows how to run a team, and he is ideal for leading your second unit because he's an orchestrator, a facilitator, a playmaker, and guys love playing with him. You can just feel how guys enjoy playing with Rondo running the show.
Here's DiVincenzo. He can't get it to go. Good D by Rondo. Here's Okongwu over Augustine. The shot by Okongwu, no good. Bucks have gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. DiVincenzo hits the bucket. DiVincenzo's got the lead up to 4 now for the Bucks.
And the lead should be safe if they can keep shooting the basketball like this.
Yeah, they're cracking. Absolutely cracking and looking to pad that lead.
Here's Rondo, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And here at the midway point of the year, lots of guys banged up, Clark. Is it hard to decide when to play through and then maybe not to play, when to sit?
Yeah, you know, that's a good question, Kevin. And a lot of times it's about pain tolerance, the severity of the injury. Is it something that you can play with that won't linger on and you don't have the possibility of further injury? Those are the factors that go into playing hurt or playing in pain.
The knee just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Here's Capella. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
Never easy trying to stop Capella. The closer he is to the basket, the more dangerous he becomes.
Holiday goes in, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Holiday's got the lead, back up to 5 now for the Bucks. Here's Young. That one falls, his second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
Solid there, just recognizing when to drive. When Young has some wiggle room, he seizes it.
Antetokounmpo passes to Lopez. Pass break here. Here come the Hawks. And Young kicks to Snell. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. 18 feet out and all around the rim that time before dropping in. Now just a 1-point Bucks lead. On the wing, DiVincenzo. He's covered by Rondo. Here's Giannis. Tries again. And it's John Collins with the rebound.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
Young outside. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime, so we'll be back in just...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. A competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. Their biggest deficit was 6 points in the... And...
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You look at Antetokounmpo really making a difference here.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Middleton in at the 3 spot. They're the group for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. And Giannis throws it down.
Well, how about the concentration of Antetokounmpo? I mean, he expects to get hit when he's taking it strong to the rim and still is able to muscle his way through contact.
The kick out to Young. Down low. It's tipped. It's thrown by Antetokounmpo. Here we go, all alone. DiVincenzo gets the bucket. Now it's a 4-point Milwaukee lead.
You know, when you see Antetokounmpo make a pass like that, it tells you just how much he's matured and grown as a player and decision maker.
Young drives in, and the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Here's DiVincenzo. Holiday dishes to Lopez. And the call on the shot that sends it. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
Lopez. 2 shots.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
2 minutes into the second half of play now. DiVincenzo can't hit it. Hawks have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Up again, and Collins is right there. Collins has got the game tied up here for the Hawks.
Becoming a true force on the offensive glass. Love how hard Collins goes after those second chance opportunities.
And it's Antetokounmpo penetrated. And that one is good. Antetokounmpo's got 14.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
If you can't stop it, here it comes. I'm right at you.
Passes it to Herter. For the lead. Another 3 for Atlanta.
The D just sagged off just enough, and no hesitation on his part.
Middleton right side. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Another shot, and Antetokounmpo. And the dunk by Giannis.
You know, Antetokounmpo, for all of his skills and talent, he's a worker. This guy likes to grind and takes a lot of pride in outworking people on the boards.
Young up top, guarded by Holiday. Oh, and the jam by Capella.
How about the force of that dunk by Capella? Wow.
And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. And following this game, they'll challenge the Grizzlies on the road at the FedEx Forum in Memphis. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. Middleton can't get it to go. The Hawks leading. Young inside, guarded by Holiday. And the pass to Herter. Shot clock at 5. Back to Young. A second chance effort. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. And a change for the Hawks. Okongwu's checked in. How about that mobile one block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
And he's all over that shot. Has it read the whole way and gets the position he needs to make a play.
Like the assertiveness, and that comes from having the green light to shoot off the pass. And Ford's one of the very best shooters off the pass or dribble.
Young passes to Capella. We've got 33 seconds left to play in the third. In the corner, Snell with it. And here's Young from the arc. Again, Young missing.
Well, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. And tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
Atlanta's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Kicks to Snell. Back to Young. Takes a 3. No good. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. The Bucks on top, leading by just 2. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
It sure is. I mean, he's a maestro. Great vision, terrific IQ, everything you want in a point guard.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Fourth quarter on the court for the Hawks. Rajon Rondo is out there with Young. Then there's Tony Snell. Then there's Gallinari. And it's Okongwu in at the 5 down low. Here's Craig. Rebound collected by Snell. Ripped away. Craig kicks to Forbes. Here's Craig. Pass to Portis. Gallinari with the rebound. Fast break, the Hawks. Young with the ball. He doesn't hit that one. Now the Bucks take it the other way. Connaughton passes to Forbes. Here's Connaughton, defended by Young. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for the Bucks.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
They have, but you also can't overlook how well they've defended the rim, as they've challenged every shot and also gotten quite a few blocks as well.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Giannis, he's checked in for Portis. Dante DiVincenzo comes in for Torrey Craig. And it's Holiday in for Bryn Forbes. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. Lopez finds Holiday. Wide open, couldn't capitalize. The Hawks trailing. Okongwu, the pass to Rondo. He nails it, and we're tied up.
You know, he's a bit of a rarity and maybe even a throwback when you look at Rondo and how being a smaller guard, he still is comfortable operating inside.
Here's Giannis. Field goal number 9. He's 9 of 12 with that basket.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Gallinari wide open. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. For Milwaukee, they've gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Antetokounmpo against Gallinari. And he gets it to go. And now a 4-point Bucks lead.
And Giannis is a beast, the Greek freak, a dominant player on the offensive end.
Young drives in. They recover it. For Milwaukee, they've gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. And that one's good by Giannis.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
And here we go, the Bucks running again. And that one's good from Connaughton. Connaughton's got the lead up to 8 now for Milwaukee.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Got a piece of it. Lopez with the steal. Fast break, Milwaukee.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And, you know, the lead just keeps growing. I mean, this game is not going to get out of their grip. They're going to keep pulling away.
The Hawks again can't hit.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And, you know, they've got to be careful because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball. How about the springs of this guy, Antetokounmpo, also known as the Greek Freak? I mean, he just gets up off the ground like a rocket on these alley-oop chances.
.115 left in the fourth quarter. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. Offline with his 3. The Hawks trail by 12.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for Milwaukee.
And they're fully in control now, but there were some tense moments, I thought, for them throughout this game.
Listen, they certainly weren't coasting, despite what the score looks like. I love the way they came together, though, whenever things started to look a little dire and really put the hammer down.
And so looking at their number, this will be win number 22 on the year.
And once the horn sounds, they're going to go up 2-0 in the season series.
Still 2 more games upcoming between these teams, so we could have a few more twists and turns down the road.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Giannis.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
Back to Connaughton. Now DiVincenzo. From deep. Unable to get that one. This one just all but in the books.
Yeah, too many points, not enough time.
Lopez kicks to Connaughton. Lopez dishes to Antetokounmpo. Holiday with the 3. He's off on that one.
And Lopez with his size is so good at just taking away space.
David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
Hondo is all about.
That's the match made in heaven for everybody in the comp community. My team, Pro-Am, like, they hear Ty's name from my team and my name just sparking around. Like, let's see who's better when the money's on the line. That's what everybody wants to see. So I think this is going to help the community grow in the best way possible. Yeah, I can't wait to get to it.
There it is. I can't wait for this series on March 6th. I know the whole community is going to be tuned in to watching you two compete. Thank you so much. Congratulations and best of luck in the
Check out the fashion style of the Bucks as they enter the building. Now it's into.
Hey, Kevin.
Terrific. David, thanks. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for him.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the center, filling out the middle. And for the 76ers, Harrison and Embiid together in the middle. Seth Curry is out there with Ben Simmons, and it's Green in at the 3.
It's just hard to match up with Antetokounmpo's speed, especially in the open floor.
Simmons against Holiday. Outside for Curry. To the wing on the left. Embiid inside the line. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Looking at the last game for the Bucks, it was a loss to Denver.
Total embarrassment. I was shocked at how poorly they played. I think they were shocked.
They just had nothing going for them. They look very defeated out there.
Here's Harris following the bucket by the Bucks. And it's sent back by Lopez. Fast break, Milwaukee. Giannis with the ball. The 3 for DiVincenzo. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss. Harris finds Simmons. When you look at the regular... Oh, the power on that threw them!
The versatility of Simmons astounding, amazing, impressive. Dunks like this are just insane.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Lopez controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Harris passes to Embiid. To the inside. And it's Simmons. That time on the assist by Embiid.
The physicality of Simmons on display. Showing some fight and fearlessness with plays like this.
Holiday dishes to Lopez. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. And they double up on Antetokounmpo. The shot by Middleton. Wide open. A three-pointer off the mark. For Philadelphia, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Shoots it. Again, Philadelphia.
Did you see the no-look pass by Harris right there? I mean, he's a wing that knows how to move the ball.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. And Antetokounmpo gets it to go.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Now here's Simmons, and Embiid throws it down.
Great D. Simmons, the passing skills of a point. At 6'10", he can see the whole court. And everyone wants Simmons to add a consistent outside jump shot. But while that's a work in progress, he does just fine at the rim. An incredibly adept finisher up close.
Antetokounmpo, no good.
It's not easy to keep him from converting those. I mean, the D has to be airtight.
Curry passes to Harris. Back to Curry. There's the triple. They grab their own miss.
Oh, man, as good of a shooter as he is, it drives him crazy to miss a wide-open three like that.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the rim. And see, Webb, as you said with Simmons, when he's going at the rim, he's as good as it gets.
Oh, yeah, Gio. Great blend of size, speed, and strength. He controls his body to create space. He can lay it up from unorthodox angles with ease.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Scott comes in for Harris. And Matisse Thybulle subbed in for Green. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. Torrey Craig comes in for Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Drew Holiday. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Simmons. Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for the Bucks. Pass to Craig. Here's Connaughton. 6 on the shot clock. And Philadelphia grabs the miss.
That's a shot they're always happy to get, even when he blows the finish.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Now here's Simmons. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Indiana.
Yeah, and his energy level in that game was amazing. He did all that work offensively and controlled the boards, too. He makes so many hustle plays, and here he's working the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. And, guys, this is the first they're seeing of the 76ers this year.
And they usually came out on top when these two teams faced off last year. No surprise, they're the better team.
And Augustine kicks to Craig. He's looking for Portis and finds him. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Know what shots he should be taking. That's what he does, Portis. I mean, he's a very smart player on this end of the floor.
Curry on the wing. Simmons against Augustine. Count that one. Simmons got his third basket of the night right there. Bucks trail by 4. And here's Augustine. Left side Portis. And Connaughton has it in the corner. Fires from deep. Scott pulls it in. Left side Curry. Now Embiid. Good.
Shots like this demonstrate why people are excited about Embiid. I mean, he has no fear catching this shit.
A big-time effort for Joel Embiid, providing a lot of energy for Philadelphia. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display.
I like to stay locked in to the game.
Greg, as you always say, different guys intimidate in different ways.
And when you have his level of lift, athleticism, and skill, you don't need to say a word.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And looking at what we've seen from the 76ers, what do you guys think?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. And so in the game for the 76ers, Shake Milton is out there with Maxey. Then there's Matisse Thybulle. Then there's Howard. And it's Korkmaz at the 4. Howard.
And defense is something Portis must keep working on. I mean, this kind of effort helps big time.
And Augustine kicks to Connaughton. The pass to Craig. Here's Connaughton. His last outing, he had 8 points. That shot off. And we play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Bucks trail by 6.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
They get the rebound, but they get it back. And Forbes kicks to Connaughton. That 3 off the mark. And there's the foul. It's on Bobby Portis. That's foul number 2 for him. And some changes here for the 76ers. Harris is checked in for Matisse Thybulle. And it's Green in for Shake Milton.
And Dwight Howard, you know, not the same 35-minute-a-game player he once was, but I tell you what, when he's on the floor, he can still be every bit as effective.
Yeah, Howard can bully teams that go small against him. I mean, he provides a big body to deal with other strong centers. I mean, he also gives the team some great flexibility with how they match up.
Here's Maxey. They lead by 6, their biggest margin. 3-pointer.
And in this quarter, they just haven't had the success from beyond the arc that they began the game with.
And the dunk by Giannis.
And finally, someone scores.
Yeah, this is low output for both teams. This is ugly. The defense is having their way so far.
Now, here's Maxey. He's guarded closely. And here comes the break. Here's DiVincenzo. And he goes in for the dunk.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
Over in the corner, Green. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
That's just the product of good pass work. I mean, nice team basketball right there.
And so Antetokounmpo looking over it. Rejected by Harris.
Oh, he's known for his offense more than defense. Harris plays with the high motor. He likes to make plays.
Philadelphia shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
Yeah, looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
Greg, we have a league of many great playmakers, don't we?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. LeBron James is obvious. You know, he played point guard technically for the first time last season, but he's always been a floor general. You look at a young man like John Morant, and he's been on the attack since day one when he hit the league. And there's so many more of those guys that are having an impact, understanding the value of that lead guard position. It is fun to watch.
It is so fun to watch. I agree.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
Middleton on the wing, headed by Green. Middleton can't get it to go.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And slam dunk by Harris.
Showing off that athleticism. Harris is more than happy to slam it down like this.
It's stolen by Curry. And now Philadelphia on the break. And Simmons slams it in.
Agile play to get his hand in there and get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Some bad shot selection as well as some bad luck. I mean, that's not going to help you score points.
Bucks trail by 12. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Trying to get open is Lopez. Sinks that one from the post. Giannis has got 8.
And with that basket, he's able to end a 10-0 run by the Sixers.
On the wing, Harris. On the wing, Green. Antetokounmpo defending. 6 to shoot. And Simmons kicks to Curry. Puts it up. Offensive rebound. Embiid. Good D by Lopez. Milwaukee has gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Here's Giannis. Rebound by the 76ers. Simmons got 4 rebounds in this game. And slam dunk by Harris.
Well, once again, Harris showing off his incredible physique. Just really blowing past defenders in the open floor.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Antetokounmpo. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. 10 points for Giannis.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Simmons against Middleton. Here's Embiid. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
Oh, man, he's a polished interior player. I love seeing Embiid establish himself down low and then go to work.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Chris Middleton. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. And Harris drops them both.
I mean, look, every year Harris looks more confident. He goes through stretches where he can dominate.
And some nice defense there to end the quarter. And it's out of bounds to the Bucks as Milwaukee retains possession. He gets it up. And so it's Philadelphia. Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson. Philadelphia finds themselves ahead after 2 quarters. They lead by 14. Kenny Gibb. And that's...
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. What a game we're seeing from Simmons.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
And that's somewhat of a surprise, but he's been really patient and unselfish.
And on the floor for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Middleton in at the 3, the small forward. Simmons finds Harris, and Curry has it in the corner. A new 14 for the 76ers.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Gets it down to single digits. DiVincenzo's got 6.
And I tell you, Antetokounmpo's evolved into one of the better passing forwards in our league. And when the defense is focused on you that much, you need to be able to find the open man.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by DiVincenzo. Korkmaz checked in for the 76ers. Simmons looking around. And Simmons slams it in.
Playing to his strengths on the offensive end. Simmons, an added bonus whenever he catches fire.
Giannis high post. He's got 12.
What a contest this is turning into. Almost like a dunk contest, Kevin.
You're right, Greg. They are really going at it, and it's bound to only get more intense from here on out. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for the 76ers. Maxey comes in for Simmons. Greg, one of your former teammates, John Starks, would get under a guy's skin on the court. He's like a nuisance, but really opposite off the floor, away from the game.
I tell you, Kev, John's got a heart of gold. And anybody that knows him is going to be a fan of the person. John is as good a friend as I can ever recall having.
Bucks trail by 8. DiVincenzo passes to Lopez. Howard against Middleton. That one good for 2.
And still perfect in the second half. 4 straight makes.
The 76ers have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Inside. And it's sent back by Lopez.
And you got to appreciate the length Lopez has. He's effective at using it to stifle shoot.
And the dunk by Giannis.
Well, they're getting stops, and they're attacking on the offensive end.
Yeah, now that's how you mount a comeback. They're not all the way back, but they're getting close.
Here's Korkmaz, guarded by Holiday. 5 on the clock. Maxey passes to Korkmaz. And he can't stop the run as he misses.
Only 1 for 5 to start the half. Whatever adjustments they made at halftime weren't the right ones.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
Anyone can tell they've ramped up the intensity. They're more assertive, especially at the offensive end.
Korkmaz kicks to Curry. Trains it from beyond the arc. Curry's got 6.
And that bucket should stop the bleeding.
Holiday with it. He's been playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. It's good.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Here's Maxey. Not going to go that time. Good D by Holiday. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. And Middleton kicks to Antetokounmpo. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And attacking with all that length. When Giannis drives, he's either scoring or at least getting the foul.
Matisse Thybulle's checked in for Maxey. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. Pat Connaughton comes in for Chris Middleton. Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Drew Holiday. Antetokounmpo up top. That's tipped. And it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here. Milwaukee making a switch here. Craig's checked in. 1:10 left in the third quarter. The putback. It's good on the putback. And the Bucks lead by 1.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Got a piece of it. Pass to Howard. And it's Howard finishing it off.
Yeah, he continues to improve as a passer. The sky's the limit for Embiid and his all-around game.
Augustine looking around. Pass to Portis. And Portis throws it down.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Pass to Embiid. There's the feed to Howard. The shot will not fall. So Milwaukee will take it the other way. To the paint. Here's Forbes. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
They lost their edge on D here in the second half. I mean, far too passive. They're not dictating the pace anymore.
For Milwaukee, they have only 1 missed free throw. They've had 5 attempts and made 4 of them. 19 seconds left in the third.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, no need to rush right here. Let the clock run a little, then execute your offense.
Here's Middleton. And the Bucks miss again. And here's Green outside. Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Milwaukee Bucks. What a quarter that saw them generate a great comeback effort and are now out in front with momentum behind them. And we'll be right back after this. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
I mean, well, if you're the coaching staff, I mean, you're pumped up. This highlight will not only make it on the TV, it'll make it into the film session.
And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Brook Lopez is checked in for Bobby Portis. Antetokounmpo comes in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Bryn Forbes. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, I was able to listen to what Mike Budenholzer told his team during that timeout. And he's pushing them to empty the tank. He said, I know you're tired and it's been a tough game, but we can't hold back. If you're tired, come out. Otherwise, I want you full speed, guys.
Now here is Holiday. Antetokounmpo inside. Guarded by Green. Antetokounmpo, no good. For Philadelphia, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. And that one's good. Thibault.
Well, he's excellent at seeing the floor. Simmons brings a pass-first mentality to this game.
Giannis outside. Count that bucket. Giannis has got it all tied up now for the Bucks.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, that's why he's hot. He's playing with a lot of confidence. That's why they're going to him with such consistency.
DiVincenzo against Green. And Antetokounmpo laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And it's now 23 points for Giannis.
And I really marvel at the touch of Antetokounmpo for his size and physique. That's incredible.
Holiday against Simmons. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. 5 to shoot, and the foul on Drew Holiday. That'll be his second foul of the game. Embiid, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Shake Milton comes in for Matisse Thybulle, and Simmons slams it in.
That's the savvy veteran three. He's able to spot when his teammates aren't being covered. That's a nice read right there.
DiVincenzo passes to Lopez. In the corner, Middleton with it. Bucket is good.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
We see this all too often. You have to be willing to put in the work.
Ball's knocked loose, and it goes out of bounds. That one's off Holiday. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Stolen by Middleton. DiVincenzo with it. Picked up by Harris. And good that time. And the Bucks lead by 4.
And that was a big-time finish. Middleton with the strength now to get hit and still complete the play.
To the middle. And the dunk by Embiid.
This is why Embiid has the ball in these moments. Because the team counts on him to step up.
Over in the corner, Antetokounmpo. Lays it up off the glass. Giannis has got the lead up to 4 now for the Bucks.
He's been so dependable in this game, taking nothing but good shots.
Here's Simmons. Good for his 8th field goal. He's attempted a dozen shots.
Oh, rising to the challenge. This is where young players like Simmons need to make their mark.
And it's Antetokounmpo penetrated. And the rejection by Embiid. An even 3-on-3 break. Here's Simmons. Good. And Harris gets the assist. Simmons got 10 points here in the second half.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
And Giannis gets it to go. Giannis has got 27 points.
And a big-time playmaker. When the game is up for grabs, give the rock to Giannis. And
Simmons kicks to Embiid. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Chris Middleton. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Outside, Simmons. To the inside. Yes!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
That's why they put the ball in his hand. They know they can count on him to make crucial shots.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. Middleton on the wing. Those 3-pointers off the mark.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage play.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And really, how do you guard Embiid when he's this close? You almost have to foul.
He knocks down the clutch free throw. So he gets them both, and it's a 2-point ball game.
As confident as it gets at the line. He wants to be up there in the tight ball.
This isn't a done deal yet, but they have got to move quick.
No, you're right. Time is of the essence. You got to move.
The pass to DiVincenzo. The 3. Buries it from outside.
And he just seems to always deliver in the clutch. And he's got it going right now. That's who they want taking the big shot.
And Simmons kicks to Embiid. Outside, Simmons. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one is on Holiday.
Oh, he's almost 7 feet tall. Simmons is a tough guard. I mean, you got to be careful not to get too physical.
And he ends up making the second, and that ties the game up.
Boy, they would have loved to grab the lead there, but you can't make them all.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. The score is tied at 59. 3 seconds left in the game. And now we present our New Balance player of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw-dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight.
because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone. And this is why he gets paid the big bucks. Middleton enjoys coming through in the clutch.
And so now a timeout called by Doc Rivers. Guys, what's your take?
Yeah, tough situation here, but they do have enough time to get a catch and shoot. It's going to have to be very quick, but they do have time.
And so it's the Bucks who come out on top here. All right, David, thank you.